There's a real story I will tell you. Let me just switch this. About a real servant leader. His name is Bruce Arapis, and he's at TDIndustries. He's a project manager, and jobs are won based on the reputation of the project manager. And it was the Dallas Convention Center, a really big bucks job. And so TDIndustries won the job based on Bruce being the project manager. He was finishing out a large job in Atlanta, and he said, no problem, I have a young understudy who can get it started, and I'll be just a phone call away, and I'll make some trips. And he put David Holloway in on that job, and in about 2 or 3 months, he had Atlanta wrapped up. He came into Dallas, and he assessed it, and he said, you know, David and his team are doing such a tremendous job. Why would I step in? And they did the hard part, and he looked around and he said, you know, they're a little behind on the duck work. I can hang duck. So he started hanging duck. Now, if you think that's no big deal, let me tell you that the project manager wins the bonus. I mean, it's a very large amount of the income. So he was not only letting someone else get credit and get ahead in the company, but get his bonus. I mean, it belonged to him. And David finished the job. The job won an eagle. And how do you think that impacted the company? Bruce finished hanging duck. I'm talking about over a year. It was a huge change in the quality of his life. I heard another story about Bruce. I mean, he has a great deal to teach me about servant leadership. He had a young man working on a high-rise whose wife was expecting, and the young man came to him and said, I need to resign. My wife is very close to delivery, and I can't be on the 61st floor and risk not being there to get her to the hospital. And Bruce said, you bet you can't. Went in his office. This was 25 years ago or so, when pagers were brand new and very expensive, and he got his pager and gave it to him and showed him how to use it and said, let's call your wife and be sure she knows how to call you, and you go home and talk with her and show her this, and when the two of you are comfortable, come back and wear it at all times.